Another fight here in London. So what are the emotions now, only a few days ahead of a massive pay-per-view here in the UK?
It's amazing. I always want to fight in London since watching first time ever UFC event in 2016. I'm on third time in London card.
Was it difficult getting an opponent for this card? I know you've been calling out a lot of these higher-ranked guys, and then when they announced this fight, I think people were surprised maybe you didn't get a bigger name for a pay-per-view like this.
We got like 5 names from top 15, but matchmaker, he said, only guy available is Jafel Filho, but nobody else accepted. What can I do?
Did they tell you who? Did they turn you down, or were they just not available?
Machnell said he doesn't want to fight in England. I don't know, maybe cage size difference, or maybe weather, or maybe his heart broken. But Sumaderji, Chinese guy, Tim Elliott is injured. David Dvorak didn't accept, and Amir Albazi. But David Dvorak blocked me, by the way, on Instagram because I tagged him on the story, calling him out. I didn't say anything disrespectful. I said, let's go March 18.
Well, moving forward, I know like your last few fights have been here or Fight Island. Would you be open to going to the US to fight these guys if they don't want to come to the UK to fight you?
Yes, I heard there's an international fight week, 8th of July. I just been told, but I want to fight there. I will go and fight on the yard, you know.
Well, of course, you have to get through Saturday against Jafel. So what do you make of him as an opponent when they approached you with his name?
Jafel? I don't underestimate him. He's Brazilians, they have rough life, so he will be hungry for debut, as I was for my debut hungry. And but I think his skill average, like average skills, yeah.
Was it weird being on the same card as Jake? I know you guys have had some history with each other. Have you run into him at all in this hotel?
I just actually came face to him. He didn't say one word, and his dad started backing him up. I don't understand. If my father was in front of me and I'm a UFC fighter, I wouldn't stand behind my dad. I would jump over and slap the guy. So he didn't say any word. I don't know, this guy is not same in real life. I know this kind of guys. I grew up in England, and Twitter is different life.
I feel like every time you fight here, there's someone that you have some issue with in the flyweight division. So I guess what is it about you that all these flyweights either don't want to fight you or have some problem with you?
I just been in Tiger Muay Thai training with Charles Johnson. I've been in American Top Team training with Cody Durden. I said to Malcolm Gordon, if you need any help, we're in this room, we can help you too. I'm okay, but guys like Jake Hadley is like, I don't know what to call them. Yeah, I don't want to swear, but you know, he didn't say one word. At least say something. Don't stay behind your father. I feel very bad on his father. Old man, like, I didn't want to even say anything because old man in front of me. It's like, I imagine it's my father, you know? Yeah.
Last one for me. How do you see the main event playing out between Kamaru and Leon?
I think it's a good fight. To be honest, I think Usman will win.
Muhammad? Yeah. Over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you?
Good. You?
I'm fine, I'm fine. As the youngest fighter on the UFC 286 card, how do you handle the pressure of being a rising star in the sport at such young age, if you feel pressure at all?
What pressure? I don't have any pressure. I have huge support. With this kind of support, what pressure can you feel?
And what do you think that sets you apart from the other fighters in the flyweight division?
I think in whole UFC I have, like, not including like champions and top 5 ranked, but most guys I have a lot of experience. I had big amateur career, not including MMA fights, wrestling. I had like 6 boxing fights, a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments. I was competing when I was blue belt, 15 years old, 16 years old. I was competing black belt against black belts. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. I'm not saying I was like the best jiu-jitsu, but I just got those experience of being in the pressure. That's why I feel normal this week.
Thank you. Best of luck.
No problem.
Mohammed, just going off of that, you said before that you want to surpass John Jones' record of being the youngest UFC champion. I'm just curious, what did you think of his return?
Amazing. I don't know who else can do this. Come take the belt. in 3 minutes, fighting that long.
Is he someone that you've looked up to in the past, perhaps, in terms of his career?
I think he's one of the greatest of all time in mixed martial arts. Yeah.
And is that still a goal for you to become the youngest?
Yes, and I believe even more now because this will be my 4th fight in 12 months.
And how are you predicting the fight to go down? Do you envision it in your head?
This fight?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter for me. It's a 3-round. It's a finish. I'm going for 3 rounds. I got my gas tank for 3 rounds. I don't want to just for the show go crazy in 1 minute. If it's if it's boring hugging fight, it's boring. I don't care. Whoever supports me, they support me in a boring fight, in a losing, in any situation in my world. And I'm doing for people who supports me. But who hates, they want you to see losing your life just because you're doing good. Why I should do something for them,
And back in December, I think you were talking about your shoulder. You had a bit of an injury to your shoulder. And you were talking about not going through with having surgery for that. Were you worried at one point that perhaps you wouldn't be able to make this card this weekend?
I accepted the fight. I said to Mick, I'll send my scan of my shoulder. I said, this is what happened. And but I accepted the fight on same day as he sent me the opponent. And I went back to Thailand again.
And how are you feeling with the shoulder?
I feel good. I don't have any excuse for this Saturday. Telling you straight away, I'm feeling 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Mohamed. So obviously, you've recently said that you think you'll be fighting for the title by the end of the year. How do you think that that's affected by the fact that a lot of the top 15 don't want to book fights with you?
It is hard, but I think I see Amir Albazi versus Kai Kara France. I want to be replacement for this fight. When Amir Albazi needed replacement for America, I said yes for the catch weight. It was 3 weeks notice. It was straight after my Abu Dhabi fight. Of course, I didn't want to say, let's do flyweight and missing weight. I said straight away, let's do catch weight, because he wasn't on that weight, 3 weeks off, and he accepted someone who having a debut. But if somebody pulls out, they have no choice.
You've also mentioned recently how you think that you're a bigger draw than the current champion, Brandon Moreno. Why is it that you feel that you draw in bigger numbers than what he does?
Which numbers?
You've mentioned in a recent interview with The National that you believe that you draw in more numbers than the current champion, Brandon Moreno.
I think if I fight for the title, I think it will be more views than Moreno fighting against Figueiredo. That's 100%. Because of my age, because of my amateur background, and my following.
Thank you.
Mo down here.
Yeah.
To your left. You said that you've got your eye on International Fight League in July. Do you want to have as busy a year as you did this year?
Yes, again, same as last year, July and October, maybe fitting in something in between. But I have Ramadan after this fight, and after Ramadan, I will go to America, train, and get ready for International Fight Week.
But do you think those plans could potentially be scuppered by, as you say, you've had difficulties getting the fights against the top guys that you want so far?
It is difficult, but if I come to America and Matt Schnell say no, I think UFC have to do something about him. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Mo, just wanted to ask, just over here, as you've previously spoken about being a refugee into this country, there's a lot of talk about refugees at the moment. How proud are you, as a refugee fighter, to just be a staple for people who want to come to this country and have a life like you have?
I see what they're doing now. They don't accept refugees, but if you don't accept everyone. You don't accept Ukraine. I mean, you accept Ukrainians, but you don't accept guys from Syria and other places. You have to be equal to everyone. Everyone having issues around the world. But I just want to be example for the government and to show that some refugees can be beneficial for the country.
Hi, Mo. You've been on such an incredible run, including your amateur career. Is it hard to continually stay motivated and not underestimate your opponents and take the wins for granted? Because not that it looks like it's come easy to you, obviously you've worked incredibly hard for it, but your record is so impressive. Do you find it hard to constantly stay motivated, or what's your secret to stay motivated?
I think one lesson I took from 2022 to not underestimate opponents. Like Malcolm Gordon, I grabbed him in first round and I'm thinking, is this the black belt? And then second round I start giving out positions, start feeling too confident. But now I took this big lesson, and every second is important for me in the cage now. I'm motivated for every single fight.
Would you say that's the biggest lesson you've learned after your 1 year, like almost the first year anniversary for the UFC for you, isn't it?
100%. I give like 5 seconds, 3 seconds, I think it was left. I hurt my corner. I give to Malcolm Gordon, and people think it's a closer fight. If I really want to, if I have rematch against Malcolm Gordon, it was my third fight in like 6 months. My body, mentally, I'm motivated, but my body wasn't there, you know, because it's hard to make weight and fight, especially in hot countries like Abu Dhabi. And but that's why you cannot give them even 2-3 seconds, because casual MMA fans want to see extra 10 seconds.
Thanks very much. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.